Hi guys, good morning. It is Becky Bamboo on Wednesday, March 23rd, 2011. I took a couple videos this morning for you guys. I'm going to tack them on at the end. I have just been an exercising fool this morning and I feel so good. Those of you who like to exercise in the morning, I know why, because it just gets you going, gets your body moving. When I worked, I could never find time to do that in the morning. I started work at like 7:30 most days, some days 6, some days 5:30. So I never could kind of get in a pattern of working out in the morning. But those of you who make that your time, I totally understand why you do. But anyway, I got up this morning and saw the weather was supposed to be nice. It's going to be about 70 today, but by tonight it's going to be down to like 32, so it's going to get cold. We've had a gorgeous stretch from like Sunday through now of like beautiful weather. I mean, like it's been every day except for today. I think it's been 80 or more. So it's been so nice. I'm starting to get some tan, which is kind of exciting because I never get tan. So the sun that I've been out and exercising is doing me good. It's giving me a little color like on my arms and stuff, which is nice. But anyway, I saw it was going to be warm again today, and then there's supposed to be rain coming in and stuff. So I said, I'm just going to go get my workout done. Hopped out of bed, put on my running shoes. Went out running. I only ran a mile today. I just really wasn't feeling the run. You know, some days you have it, some days you don't. Today was one of those I didn't have it day. Couldn't ever really just get comfortable in my run. I had a section in there where I thought, okay, I'm finally starting to kind of like get into this and get settled. And, you know, there's times where when you're running distances, like it takes you a little while to kind of get in that groove of like breathing and moving and whatever. And I think I started off too fast because my pace was like at like 14 minutes, basically 14-minute mile, and I don't usually run that fast. So I thought, man, I'm just clipping along here and feeling good. And then it didn't take very long for me to go, oh God, I'm tired, and got really out of breath and had to go back, cut it back some. And anyway, I ended up running a mile in about 15 minutes and decided that was it for me. I just was done with it. I wasn't comfortable. My knee was hurting a little, and mentally I just wasn't into it today. I was thinking about getting on my bike. That's what I was thinking about. I think I'm going to be struggling for a while here in these nice days going back between the bike and the running. The good thing is for the next like week or more, we're going to have some cool weather like in the 40s. I'm not really going to feel like biking in that cold weather. So I'm going to get back into running more. I'm trying to keep up with my running because obviously I've got my 5K in May. And I want to keep up with it beyond that, but I don't want to also don't want to feel guilty about enjoying what I'm doing on my bike either, because that is really making me happy right now. It's giving me something different to do, something to look forward to. And that's part of the whole exercise thing, is finding things that you really like to do that really motivate you and make you want to do it and get out, and you don't think, oh God, I got to go run today, or oh, I got to go bike today. You think, oh yay, I get to go get on my bike. And that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm not really dreading running, but I'm looking more forward to the bike. So I decided to do a bit of both today. I did my mile run, and then I walked about a half a mile and said, okay, I want to get on my bike. So I came home, hopped on my bike. So I ran a mile and then I biked 10, which is not too bad. It took me a little less than an hour to do 10 miles, about 57 minutes, I think. All total with running and biking, I burned about 1,000 calories this morning. So off to a really good start. I don't think I'll probably do much else today unless by chance my husband comes home tonight and it's still nice and he wants to ride or run or whatever, then I might, or even just go for a walk, I might do that. But other than that, I don't really have much intention on doing anything. I may do yoga later. We'll see. I did yoga twice yesterday, and when I say I did yoga, I want to make it clear. I didn't like go to a class and I didn't like watch a video. I did yoga on WeFit. WeFit Plus, I guess. Regardless, I think it's still no joke. Yoga is no joke, and like seeing all this shit that Band and Wendy's been able to do, I'm like amazed, because I swear they think you can be a contortionist, and I decided yoga's for skinny people. That's what I decided, because as a big person, it just is not easy to do at all. They had me doing like stuff like I had one foot on the board and one foot behind me, so I was kind of like sideways, like this is called the warrior pose. So I was kind of in the warrior pose, but then you take your back arm and you bring it and you put it down on the board next to your foot, so my right arm next to my left foot, and then you twist your body and your other arm you point up at the ceiling, and you're all kind of upside down, and then you look up at the ceiling at the same time, so you're all twisted in like this funky pretzel. I don't know how to explain it, but I did that yesterday afternoon. My husband came in and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Yoga. Can't you tell I'm doing yoga?" He's like, "Okay." But anyway, one of the other moves they had me do was really hard. You put both hands on the board, and then you kind of like put your butt up in the air, and you're kind of trying to balance your weight between your hands and your feet. But you have to put a lot of weight on your hands in order to do that. So it was definitely, when it was telling me I wasn't putting enough weight on my hands. So when I finally got to like where I had enough weight on my hands, I felt like I could barely hold myself up that way. My arms were like shaking. So my arms are very tight today, very sore. So anybody who thinks that yoga is like just looks so easy, I dare you to try it, because it's so not easy. It's not easy. Even on Wii Fit Plus, you think, okay, it's a video game, but seriously, it's no joke. It's hard. So I did that twice yesterday. I think they told me I burned like 125 calories each session of it. So 250 calories doing yoga yesterday. I knew I didn't want to bike and stuff yesterday. I was kind of sore. My legs were sore and tired, and they needed a break. So I just opted for something different. So I may do yoga again today. I think I would like to start doing that every day, just to see if in a few weeks it makes a difference. And do I have additional strength in my body and flexibility? And there's a couple of poses that I have a really hard time doing, and I really am not good at all. But for the most part, I can manage most of them okay. I cannot do that flip over backwards thing that Wendy showed. My butt like weighs 9,000 pounds or something, and I can't get it flipped up over my head. Basically, you lay on the floor flat on your back, and you lift your legs up, and they're supposed to go all the way over your head and touch the floor behind you. Yeah, right. That's what I say. Yeah, right. I tried it a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, if somebody maybe pushed me over, I could. But could not do that one. So we'll see. Maybe I can eventually get to where I can do that. Definitely would help core strength to be able to do some of this, do more of the yoga. I definitely can feel that I got some ab work yesterday. So anyway, that's that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is that I just saw today. There is a 6K going to be in St. Louis in September. It's a Run Home for Kids. I think it's like Cardinals Cares who's putting it on. The deal is, I think that there's really not a registration fee, except that you have to fundraise $150. And if you don't fundraise $150, then you have to pay $150. So I think that's kind of like your registration fee, is having to do the fundraising or whatever, or just flat out pay the money if you don't want to fundraise. But that's the one thing that's kind of holding me back. I'm not big on trying to do fundraisers. I don't mind donating a little money here and there, but I don't want to spend $150 of my money, and I don't want to have to go and beg people to give me some money for my 6K or whatever. But the cool thing about this, and the reason I really want to do it, is because you start the race at Busch Stadium. Everybody knows I'm a huge Cardinal fan, huge Cardinal fan. So you start at Busch Stadium, you run through downtown, and the race ends, as long as you finish in an hour and 45 minutes. The finish line is home plate. So you run into the stadium and you run across home plate for the finish. Oh my God, that sounds like so much fun. You get a t-shirt, you get a medal, you get all kinds of crap. I think a voucher for Cardinal tickets and all kinds of good stuff. So I really want to participate in this, but I'm so like unsure because of the $150 is quite a bit to try to raise. And I personally, with not having a job, don't have the money to to just pay this. And if you don't raise the money and turn it in by like sometime before, like a week before the race, they just charge your credit card. So you basically, you don't have a choice. You either raise the money or you're going to pay for it one way or another. So that makes me a little nervous. Also, it's a 6K, not a 5K, so it's some extra distance. I don't know exactly what a 6K mileage-wise is. I mean, it can't be, if a 5K is 3 miles, then a 6K is what? Probably a little bit less than 4 or right around 4 maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it can't be 4. Maybe, I don't know what it is. I haven't done the math to figure it out. But so I'm not really nervous about being able to do a 6K. I think if I can run 5K, then I can probably go ahead and keep running and finish a 6K. And especially, that's not until September. So I have plenty of time to get ready to do it. So that's something I'm rolling around in my head right now about this 6K. It sounds like so much fun. And I know if I want to do it, I need to sign up soon because the registration will close as soon as they have as many people or whatever. So I'm kind of trying to like get some people to commit to doing it with me. I talked to my husband about it, and he was just kind of like, yeah, seemed very wishy-washy about it. But he doesn't have to do it with me. I can do it, by myself if that was the case. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just sign up for it and try to raise the money and go on? I think there's enough people I could hit up to give me a little bit of money here and there to try to get, between now and September, that's a long time to try to get $150. It shouldn't take that long, I wouldn't think. I have a pretty big family too, so I would think I could get some, $5 here, $5 there, $10, $25. Maybe people would be willing to pay a little bit more. So anyway, that's what's rolling around in my head. So I took a couple videos. I took a video after I ran, and then took a couple videos on my bike. I have no idea how they turned out. I haven't looked at them. I'm just going to tack them on to the end of this video because, well, I don't know. I don't care. Whatever they look like, they look like. Kind of figured out a way to mount my phone onto the bike. My husband has one of those armbands for running, and we both have iPhones. So I actually put my phone in there, and I strapped it to the handlebars real tight, and it works perfect. I can see the screen for the most part. I can just clip my headset into it, and it's not in my way at all. And so that's working quite nicely. Thinking I might have to get an armband for myself just because when we're both riding, we're both going to want to be using it. So anyway, so that's what's going on with me. I got out and I did my exercising early, and now I'm going to brush through my house a little bit, clean it up, and maybe give the dog a bath because he stinks really bad. And that's about it. I applied for, I think, 5 jobs on Monday and 5 jobs yesterday. I already heard back from like 5 of the 10 that are no's, but I still have 5 out there that are maybes. So I don't know. I'm doing all I can with the job thing. And yesterday I had a very down day and just a very depressed day about working and feeling like such a loser that I'm not working. And it gets to you after a while. It really does. And it's really, really hard to stay focused and try to find something else to do with your time and to try to remind yourself that I'm okay despite the fact that I'm not working. And that doesn't mean I'm a sucky person. And it's really a fight with myself. And I keep trying to remind myself, I'm not a failure. I'm not failing at my life. This is a transition period into something new. When the right thing comes, that's what's going to happen. And it's just, it's trying. It's very trying financially. It's just trying from every angle, really. I keep thinking, there's all these places that need nurses. Why won't somebody just give me an opportunity to just show you, I'm serious. I can do this, and I will be an asset to your team. And nobody's going to give me that shot, it seems like. So the search continues. I did find kind of an interesting program yesterday that one hospital in the area is doing kind of like a refresher training for nurses who've been out of clinical work for 4 years or more. And I told them that I had been out for 4 years, even though really it's technically only been 3.5. But the last clinical work I did was very irrelevant to anything you would do in the hospital. So I'm counting it as, 4 years or more. So maybe I can get into that. I'm really hopeful. That program doesn't start till like the end of July, so it would be a while to wait. But if I knew that I was getting into that, I would feel a lot better, because I know, like, financially we can get to July and we can get through July and whatever, but beyond that it starts to get kind of questionable. So if I knew I had that all set up and ready to go, I would feel, I would not even be worried about it. But the worry continues, I think. But I know so many, I don't mean to like sound like I'm the only person that has this problem, because I know there's a lot of you who've commented to me that you're looking for work too, and I got it in perspective for you, for everybody. But this is all part of my journey. This is part of my life, which is why I put it on my video, because I wanted my series of videos to be reflective of what I'm doing in the moment and what I'm doing during this weight loss process. And unfortunately for me, part of the process has been losing my job, being on unemployment. It's like, in a way, it's like a blessing and a curse all at the same time. It's a curse because financially, like, everything that you have to have money for. And everything that I worked so hard to get, I have to have money to maintain. But it's also a blessing because it's giving me an opportunity to go out and run a mile and ride 10 miles this morning and not even think about it, because, well, quite frankly, I've got nothing else to do today. Almost every day this week I've worked out twice. Oh, really? I have worked out twice every day this week. So, it's a blessing for that, and especially for my weight loss surgery journey. I can't help but think that all the working out I'm doing is going to help. And even if it doesn't reflect on the scale, it's still, inches are melting off and everything else. So my body's changing. It's getting stronger. That's all help. I mean, just because the number doesn't move doesn't mean that you're failing or you're not losing weight or whatever, because definitely there's a strengthening within me, and I feel it and I see it, and other people are feeling it and seeing it when they look at me and they watch me and they watch my videos and they read my statuses on Facebook. And I'm getting more and more comments about how people are, so impressed with how I'm just grabbing hold of life and just running with it and doing what I want to do and taking care of myself and blah, 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 blah. I mean, it goes on and on and on, which is so nice because it's just fueling me to do more. All the compliments that you get after surgery, take those to your heart and really let them settle with you and let them fuel you to push further. And that's exactly what's happening with me. Every time somebody tells me, God, you're looking so good, or I'm so impressed with your inner strength, or whatever it is, I just take that right to my heart, and it just fuels me to want more. And, I'm starting to see myself doing things I never did, like never dreamt of doing. Like my 5K is coming up in May. I'm sitting here telling you guys about wanting to sign up for this 6K, which, though it's not a lot longer than a 5K, it's still longer than a 5K. It's a progressive thing. I see myself doing more and more and more and more and more. Dawn Marie commented something about I should maybe consider doing a triathlon at some point because I'm enjoying my bike so much. And like, while I was riding today, I was rolling that in my head thinking, swimming, I got swimming down, no problem. I could swim all day. I swear I could swim all day and not have a problem. Biking is getting better and better. I'm able to increase my distances already. I've biked like 5 times this year, and I've already been able to increase my distance a dramatic amount. The running is getting better and better and better. So I'm starting to like dream of these things that I never ever like even pondered doing. So anyway, it's just fueling me. All of the all of the comments, all of the emails, all of the everything is just fueling me. And it feels good. It feels really, really good to be growing. I feel like I'm growing from the inside out, basically. So anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm actually not going to tack on these videos now because this is already 20 minutes long. So sorry. I guess I'll get them later. Have a great day, guys. I love y'all. Bye. Mwah.